What's up, guys? This is the Steel Voice. Check with you guys for another video. Uh, as for, like I said, we ended up playing, I think, last week the Eagles. We won that game eventually. We went and advanced to 4-0 as usual. The only problem I had with the Eagles game was the Steelers secondary. Steelers secondary got to do better, especially when we're going into next week, which is game coming up this Sunday. It's going to be a tough one. As you can see, I'm wearing my special Jerome Bettis jersey. Mitchell and Ness authentic Jerome Bettis jersey, because this game next week is going to be a special one. Before I get to that game, I want to recap the Eagles game. Run defense, dominant. Outside of Miles Sanders, what was it, a 70-yard run, 60-yard run, 70-yard run, whatever run it was. Outside that big run, the Steelers' run defense was dominant. I'm telling you, Steelers are the best defense pretty much against the run. I've been saying it the whole season. It's true. We are leading the league in sacks, and we're leading the league in quarterback pressures. We're at 70 quarterback pressures, and the team is leading the league in sacks at 20. So not only that, we possess the number one sack defense in the league, number one pressure defense in the league, number one run defense in the league. All we need to do is get the secondary moving. The secondary needs to start clicking for the Steelers. The secondary, I don't know why they weren't clicking in the Eagles game, but they have to do it next week. Moving forward, sorry, this game coming up. That's defensively. Offensively, Chase Claypool, you see in my wallpaper, Chase Claypool's a beast. 4 touchdowns. Turning Ben Roethlisberger from 6-1 to 10-1. The guy was 10 for 1. Right now. That is probably the best touchdown interception ratio Ben has had in years.
Să registră tu vot?
Sorry about that, but we are here talking about the Steelers. We're talking about Chase Claypool here. 4 touchdowns. Four touchdowns. I think the end game we went like up 38-29. That was a big touchdown. Like a 20-yard touchdown. Chase Claypool's a beast. I'm telling you, the guy's something. He's evolving to being a dominant receiver. I'm telling you. I've been said that since the draft. Chase Claypool was going to be an excellent pick by the Steelers. And the evidence is there. The evidence is clearly there. Guy's a beast. Anyway, James Conner, beast. Big Ben has posted the greatest touchdown interception ratio at 10-1. That is probably the best touchdown interception ratio Big Ben has put up in a matter of almost a decade. Like, when was the last time we have seen Ben Roethlisberger go 10 for 1? 10 touchdowns to 1 interception. When was the last time? I clearly don't remember. And I've been a Steelers fan since 2003. It's been a while. I'm telling you, Big Ben has gotten more accurate. He's throwing the deep ball more accurate. And he's not doing those bullshit interceptions. Let's be real here. Before the season we got injured, from pre-2018, I wonder what was Big Ben's touchdown interception ratio during the month of September and October. It was probably like 10-2, like 8, like 13 to 4, 10 to like 3, or he basically didn't have a really good touchdown interception ratio up until now. And that's good for Ben. 10 led to one touchdown in the same trade. I think they had 103 or 105.4 something passer rating. That is beast! Beast! For a quarterback line. I told you, Big Ben was coming back with a vengeance, and I like that. And he proved it. Now, oh yeah, this game next week. Now, before we evaluate this game, Bennett. Now we'll evaluate next week's game. That's gonna be the pre-game to next week's game. I think it's week 5, week 6, whatever it is. It's gonna be week 6. Sorry, it's gonna be the Pittsburgh Steelers at home in a divisional matchup against the Cleveland Browns. Knowing the Cleveland Browns what they are right now, believe it or not, this is true. The Cleveland Browns are 4-1. 4-1. That's probably the best record the Cleveland Browns ever put up since, I don't know who the coach, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick. When he was a coach of Cleveland, 94. That is astronomically crazy. Browns are 4-1. Meaning, the Browns aren't the same old Browns as we thought they were. They are looking to make a statement out of this game. The Browns, they don't look like to be a joke now. Myles Garrett, even though I hate him and I hate how his dirty hands and I hate what he does and stuff. I hate what he does. I hate when he acts dirty. When he does those dirty plays. Dirty hits on quarterbacks or whatever. Whatever the ilk. But I'm not going to deny he is a beast defensive end. In my opinion, I'll be honest with you, he is probably the best defensive end in the league currently. He's become the contender for Defensive Player of the Year. Now, what I see here is, I see the Browns defense pretty much same as usual. Myles Garrett or bust. If we limit Myles Garrett, the defense is pretty much not going to function for the Browns. I'll be honest, Denzel Ward is mediocre. Greedy Williams on IR. And let's be honest, all the other corners on the Browns are trash. Safety, the corners are like trash on the Browns. The best defensive player, I'll be honest with you, on the Browns is Myles Garrett. Now, offensively, for the Browns. Offensively, this is where the secondary needs to step up for the Steelers. The secondary needs to step up against that damn offense that we got. That they have. They have Odell Beckham Jr., who's playing good right now. Jarvis Landry, also playing good. Austin Hooper, also playing good. But now, here is their most powerful weapon on their offense. Not just the receivers. Receivers are pretty good. They're dominant and stuff. But here is where they're the most powerful weapon on the Browns offense. And it's our strong suit. The Browns running back core. Yes, Nick Chubb is out on IR. He's out. But do you know who they have to replace him? They have a good running back in Kareem Hunt. Knowing the Steelers, we are going to limit the run. Because we have to limit the run. There is no choice. You have to limit the run. You have to. And that's what the Steelers are known to do. We have the best run defense in the league. So what do I expect out of this game is we're going to limit Kareem Hunt. And Steelers defense knows how to play fast. We make the Browns offense move on quick speed. We make them think fast. We don't give them time to analyze and survey the field. We don't give that quarterback time. Speaking of Baker Mayfield, who is the Browns quarterback, let's be honest. The Browns are successful despite Baker Mayfield. It's true. Baker Mayfield in the fourth quarter, and even the third quarter, against good defenses. Fourth quarter against shitty defenses, and third quarter against good defenses, he folds. He folds like a lawn chair. And if we can, and the defense can mentally get to the quarterback, pressurize the quarterback, get some sacks on the quarterback, force him to make mistakes, the game is good as a win for the Steelers. And speaking of the secondary, Minka Fitzpatrick, Joe Hayden, Steven Nelson, Terrell Edmonds, they have to be on point. We need to be on point against this team, the Browns. We cannot let them beat us on the air. Because in the first and second quarter, Baker Mayfield gets hot. But in the third and fourth quarter, against our defense, you're going to see him start to be inconsistent. He's going to fold. He is not going to have what it takes to secure the game for the Browns. So we pretty much need to dominate this guy in a half. The first time we need to get on Baker Mayfield. Then once we mentally get to him, he's going to have to, and we score points with our offense, he's going to have to start playing from behind. And I don't think he's good at that. Because you saw what recently in the third and fourth quarter. He doesn't mentally have what it takes to, how do I say it, solidify the win for the Browns. He doesn't have it. So that's what I expect the Steelers defense to do. Limit the Browns offense. Do not let them beat us through the air. First of all, do as usual, stop the run. That's one. Second of all, for the secondary, do not have to beat us through the air. Do not. Lock them down. Because we know the Browns have offensive beast weapons. And once we get to the third and fourth quarter, yeah, you're going to see Baker Mayfield become really inconsistent. You're going to see it become inconsistent. And when Baker Mayfield becomes inconsistent, this is a measure for the Steelers offense. When you see Baker Mayfield get inconsistent in the third and fourth quarter, Steelers offense, do not keep the game close. Drop the hammer on the Browns. Drop the gauntlet on them. Drop them down. Drop bombs on them. Because the game ain't over until it's over. To the end of the fourth quarter, the game is over. Do not keep the game close. Even though I feel like it's going to be a close one. But try not to keep it a heart attack game. Try not to. I'm not saying, oh, it's going to be a total fucking blowout. No, it's not. Because the Browns are looking to win. They don't want to make a statement game. But at least try to get up at least 2 scores or 10 points, something. 2 possessions. Try to. Still need to try to do that. Because don't forget, the game is at Heinz Field, nonetheless. So, we have no advantage and we should walk out to our home game, not only with a win, but also staying undefeated 5-0. Breaking our 1979 record from the start of the season undefeated. We win this game. This officially makes the Steelers having the second highest undefeated streak from the start of the season to the finish at 5-0. But they still need to show in these types of games, these crucial games, we need to win. And we're going to win. I'll be live streaming this game. But like I said, for the defense, let's review the recaps for the defense. Stop the run as usual. For the secondary, still the secondary. Lock down those receivers. Do not have the Browns beat us through the air, especially in the first half. Don't let that happen. Make the quarterback mentally confused. Make him do mental mistakes. Make him throw interceptions. Make him do mental issues. Not mental issues. Make him have, beat him mentally. Cause quarterback pressures. Cause sacks. Beat the quarterback mentally. Make him make mental mistakes. Because our defense could do it. And 4, make the quarterback play fast. Because when he plays fast, that leads to number 3. He makes blunders. Baker Mayfield makes blunders and mistakes when the Steelers play their defense. Play fast-paced defense. That's what we need to do. Now, offensively, I want to see Juice Smith-Schuster used more often, whatever. Even though I feel like Juice Smith-Schuster is going to be double covered. But judging by their secondary, I'm pretty sure the offense is going to cover him in Denzel Ward. And I'll be honest, I think Juice Smith-Schuster could beat him in some occasions. But if not, whatever Juice Smith-Schuster is at least open, try to utilize him a little bit. If not, utilize Chase Claypool more often. The guy's big, 6'6", I think he is. 6'6", 6'8", whatever. And he's pretty dope. Utilize Eric Ebron. And speaking of Eric Ebron, when that Eagles, those 2 fumbles, sorry, 1 fumble. The other one was an incomplete pass. That 1 fumble, please. No, do not become like you were in Detroit. Because that fumble scared me. You need to be on point. No, Eric Ebron will be on point because he has to be. Like I said, utilize our tight ends. Utilize Eric Ebron as a good pass catching tight end. He needs to catch the ball more often. And how do I say it? Oh yeah, Big Ben, limit the mistakes. Do not throw any interceptions. Keep throwing touchdowns. Be accurate as you are. Be accurate. And speaking of that, we all know Baker Mayfield. He's a scared quarterback. He plays scared. He doesn't have what it takes to play. He's not a risky quarterback. He plays scared. So, if the Steelers can make him scared, we win the game. It's that simple. The defense secondary needs to click. Defensive line, our front seven needs to do what they usually do. Stop the run. The offense needs to utilize our weapons. Big Ben throws the left is accurate as usual. We win the game. That's my take on the game. I'll be live streaming the Steelers vs. Browns game tomorrow at 1. And before I leave, I would like to say, I'd like to raise my fist in the air and say, on 3 we say Steelers, on 6 we say win, on 9 we say on to 5-0. Let's go. 1, 2, 3 Steelers, 4, 5, 6 win, 7, 8, 9 on to 5-0. Let's win in Heinz Field against the Browns in a really competitive game, but let's win against the Browns and prove to everyone we can beat a winning team, and we are not, and we will advance to 5-0, remaining undefeated. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. Like and subscribe for more content. Be sure to hit the bell button for notifications. I'll be out now, so peace. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Let's